Hey, what's going on, guys? So I've had a request to put some different types of videos up, and one of them in particular being a tool video that shows the tools that I utilize. And you're always getting more tools, you're always buying new tools and amassing, but I'd like to say that I've got a good amount of tools that can help me with just about anything on the job. So I'm going to take the camera, I'm going to show you my setup, my rig that I normally show up to, job site or something of that sort. Alright, so this is the truck here. It's 2018 F450 Limited. It's the work truck. Gets work done, you know. It's got a 48-gallon tank, so that's real nice. A lot of upgraded parts from a 350. You know, the 450s are great trucks. Every upgrade that I have on there is for safety reasons or functional reasons. So whether the tires, F-rated 35-inch tires, so that I can go into farm fields and not get stuck. The stock G-rated tires, Continentals that were on there, would get stuck very easily in just about anything. They would get stuck in the backyard here. I mean, once they would cake up, you know, then it's just game over, because the tread is just nothing really. But so the tires, the rims, it doesn't have a lift, it has a leveling kit, but it does have rear air suspension. So it's got a 7500 system, which brings the payload capacity, or what you can put in the bed, from 5,700 pounds up to whatever the next bottleneck would be. But the air suspension let you get 7,500 pounds, but then you got to think bottlenecks, you know. Can the metal handle it? Can the frame? Can the tires? You know, there's a lot of stuff to think about. But let's go ahead and check it out here. We've got this tank in the back. It's a 100-gallon transfer tank. It does have a filter on here. My other one here that I had didn't have a filter. I mean, you can easily put them on there. You just gotta get some different joints and stuff like that. It's got a meter, so I can really keep track. This is my new tank. This whole setup is new. As you can tell, it doesn't really have that much usage on there. My old tank is over here, and it just needs a little bit of work done to it, that's all. Just a little bit. Let's see what we can look at here. Here's the inside of the bed. I try to keep the bed just for the necessities, or what I claim to be the necessities. Some stuff around real quick. Okay, so we'll start with the front seat here. Now everything usually, well, the front seat usually changes a lot. I mean, sometimes I don't have this here, but this is just a little jumper box. I usually don't carry this, but it's a nice little thing to have. You can jump off small things. I mean, it's got, what does it say, 1200 amps. It's also a little tiny air compressor, but it says 120 psi. But God, you would never fill up a big tire with that. It would burn it out. But this is more for like small cars, lawn mowers, stuff like that. Really great for lawn mowers. Got a spare set of teeth here just in case. We're on the Gyro Track, and it's good to have a spare set with you. Keep a few extra parts. I always like to put the spare set up there unless someone's driving, or someone's riding with me. Some marking tape, sunscreen, welder's hat in case I'm doing any grinding, anything like that, to keep the metal shards out of my hair. That's why I'll wear something like that. Some locks, different types of locks, 15-foot lashing, Dacron lashing. Back here, some leather gloves, electrical tape, Dacron lashing, 15-foot. Let's see how I go through this. Right here, these would be all of the pliers, channel locks, things that go like this, you know, or like this. Wherever I want to put it, I don't know what the right term for classification of all those, but I try to stay organized. The more shit that you have, the harder it gets. Sunex 1/4 inch drive set, standard and metric. Got it off Amazon, but Sunex is seeming to be a good stay with me. I like it. Just so you know, I'm not sponsored by anyone. I'm just going through my tools here. I'll let you know if any of them are bad, but if I do have bad tools, I don't keep them. I do not like bad tools. I got nice tools. Now, it's not like all mine are snap-ons or Matcos or anything like that, but the variety, you'll see. All right, this baby right here is the real nice stuff. This right here, this is a 3/4 inch drive set for an impact, metric and standard. Oh yeah, baby. Look at that, look at those mamas. 26 millimeter all the way up to 38. And on the high end with the standard, we've got 1.5 inch, and then it goes down to 1 inch. We've got some extensions. As I show you my tools, you will see redundancies and duplicates, and not only for safety reasons or backup reasons, but functionality. You never know. Just miscellaneous 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch drive sockets and extensions. This is like the miscellaneous socket stuff right here. 1/2 inch standard and metric sockets there, 6-point. All my stuff's 6-point for the most part. Okay, bear with me here. Just doing it on stock. All right, let's see what this one is here. What do we got? I mean, I know what that is, but you know what I mean. Certain things in here are for temporary projects. That level, I don't keep that level in here. Okay, we've got some air tools in here. So we've got our 1/2 inch air impact, 3/4 inch air impact. We've got an air hose, we've got a ratchet. Now, Husky, I got these a long time ago, and guess what? They're still working. All my Husky products are still working. Call it cheap stuff, but hey, if it works and it does the job. Now, I maintain my equipment too. I maintain it very well. Oil, everything. I always carry the air tool oil on me whenever using it. Oil up every time. This is air gauge, air chuck, stuff like that. So you can see it's kind of air tools, miscellaneous. We've got picks, O-ring picks. So if we need to get some O-rings out, we've got different picks. Let's see. Air chuck. We've got some punches. These punches, what you call it? They're chiseled? No, it's not a chisel, it's a punch. It's a metal punch. Yeah, I think those are punches. Some of the names I don't know. It's like, hey, I need one of those because it does this function. So sorry if I don't know the exact names. Got some Torx, Phillips, flathead pieces. Got a little electrical tester for 110, 220. This is a really cool thing. I like things like this. Like, this is handy stuff. You never know when you need these universal or these like these style things, you know. Turning on a faucet. Who knows? Safety bag, green bag here. eyes, ears, and breathing. So got Shade 5 goggles, and we've also got clear goggles. We've got Ear Pro. We've also got these 3M respirators. What do you call them? I think respirator, yeah. Got some gloves in there too. Spare filters. It's nice to have funnels on you. Just keep them clean after you use them. This is the big stuff, guys. Gotta have this. This is a must. O-ring kits, metric and standard. Let me show you what we're talking about here. Say you blow a seal on your high flow end or your standard flow, anything. You blow a rubber gasket, you take it apart, you're like, oh shoot, that thing's all minced up, I need to replace it. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. This right here is your fucking saving grace. It's going to take care of you. So if you got a Japanese machine, you're probably going to be using the metric, you know. That's why I like Kubota. I know, like, basically everything on it's going to be metric, you know. I mean, that's a cool thing. Yeah. So metric and standard, gotta have those. Keep them nice tucked away, safe here. Let's see, that's a 3/4 inch. Sorry if I'm kind of blank out here on names. Your wrench socket, socket wrench. No, yeah, sorry. All right, well, cetane booster, gotta have that for the truck. U.S. diesel is very, it's not that lubricating, so you got some hydraulic grease fittings. I'm not opening these up, guys. You can look through it and see what's going on here. Why do I have these? Well, sometimes Zerk fittings or these grease fittings will fail. They get clogged up. You can't fix them. I don't know. Something might happen to them. You know, gotta take care of yourself and always come up with the extra goods. Grinding bits for my grinder, 7-inch grinder. We'll get to that later. Put this back here. Got everything to fit perfectly. This truck can hold it. Let's see. Reflective vest. Rubber boots for when it gets. I don't want to pull them out there, but they're like, you know, they're long. They go down. They're pretty long. They're at least like a 1.5 feet. Safety helmet, ears, and screen for cutting. It's a nice thing to have. And I don't mind the level here. That's usually not in here. I'm taking that out. Keep precision tools like this in a dangerous environment. Alright, let's see what we got. So road flares, got some string line. I'll probably be putting some cold weather gear up here, like neck gaiters, beanies, jackets. The rain gear is drying right now because I was using it recently. I mean, heck, I'll have a spare pair of underwear and clothes. It's important stuff to have. Got a reel here for measuring distance. I think it goes out to like 300 feet. Jacket. Got our 1/4 inch Milwaukee. You'll see I got a lot of Milwaukee stuff. Mainly talking about the power tools, because the batteries, like once you're in the family, like you have to stay with the family. So I didn't want to go cheap, if you know what I mean. I wanted to have good stuff, but once you get the batteries, you gotta, and the chargers and stuff, you gotta stick with it. But these are great. I love everything Milwaukee, so you'll see that a lot. This is great for bolts and nuts, and if I need to administer small amounts of torque, like 80, you know, 80 foot-pounds, stuff like that, you know. Yeah. Fire extinguisher, gear oil. This never gets used, but this is a wireless Milwaukee battery grinder. So you can imagine if you're in the field or you come up, you need to cut a chain, you need to cut a lock, and this is your baby right here. If you need to cut something out of your head, and it's just something really small, and you can use that. It's a very weak grinder, so you know what I mean. You don't want to use that you don't want to rely on that too much. Let's see. A lot of these tools I've had for a very long time too. I've had this one for a long time. My Milwaukee drill. It's pretty cool. It's like yeah, do it for mainly just drilling into like wood or screws. Why I keep it in here is mainly because of the charger. And I like to keep things in their boxes because it keeps them safe. So if I need to charge something, charge a battery, that's my charger. But it's a drill box, so I keep the drill in there too. Alright. This is the cool stuff right here. This thing's brand new. I got this recently. It is a 3/4 inch electric impact, or battery impact by Milwaukee. It's got the one key and everything like that. Put a pack on there, and this is used for, say, tires on the trailer, tires on the truck. Otherwise I have to bring an air compressor and a generator, which I already do because those are important things to have. This is a Gyro Track Bag. It's got some zip ties in there, but there's a bunch of pieces and tools that they send you when you get a Gyro Track head. Yeah. This here, I'll just pop it open this one. There. So we've got some different size Torx bits, 1/4 inch drive sockets. These are the 3/4 inch drive sockets. Before I had really before I had that 3/4 impact, or I had that 3/4 impact set, the socket set. So this is old stuff, but these are my main sizes that I needed right here, 27, 28, 29. And yeah, and then we've got 1/2 inch drive sockets over here, and some 1/2 inch drive I forget what those are called right now. Not Torx, but octagon 6. I forget. And then let me put the camera down real quick. Alright, so take that big toolbox out, and that's just, it's got like hammers and wrenches. I keep my wrenches on here, so this is all my standard size wrenches that can fit on here. I've got the small ones up here that I can't. And then I've got the metrics like that too. So, I mean, it's just, yeah. And then I've got some good size wrenches here. These are 15 inch. And these are pretty good here. These are great for, well, if you're in an oh shit bind, you don't have the right size, you just need, these are like a last resort, but sometimes they're a primary. Depends what. A little steel rod used for, like, say if you need to put it on something and bang it with a hammer, stuff like that. A magnet that, it's got a magnet at the end, so if I need to get in somewhere and pick something up and something falls into the machine, metal, who knows what. It's another one of those long bars, but this one's got kind of a pointed, cracked, broken end. But mini sledge, gotta have a mini sledge. What does this thing weigh? About 8, maybe not.
maybe not that much. Oh, no, 4. This is a 4-pound Sledge. And I've also got a rubber mallet. Really never use that because I'm working with such heavy stuff. Got some, these are pullers. What do you call them? The little pullers that like are on the, you know, like these right here on a vehicle. Yeah, they're for pulling those off. It's another kit that I have. I don't carry that on the truck, but in case I lose any of those, I got this razor blade, Phillips, flathead, tools for the chainsaws. As you notice, I don't try to keep anything oily or greasy inside the truck. Or if it has like, you know, like a grinder, metal shavings, I try to keep clean stuff in here, really, you know. Let's see, more cetane booster, safety stuff, voltage tester, baby wipes and toilet paper. Gotta have that. That's what's in this camo bag. But some more baby wipes. They're important to have. Little Air pack that comes with the train horn. It's also got an air compressor. So, yeah, this is the hose, and then that Air bag over there is the air gun. Let's see, what am I missing? Some manuals for the machines in case I need to refer to manuals, keeping them safe, not keeping them in the machine. Some people like to do that. I do not. This is bug spray, but it's actually Skin So Soft by Avon. No water in there or anything like that, just Skin So Soft by Avon. It's really greasy stuff because it's a bath oil, but you put it on yourself and it'll keep the bugs away. Downsides is you won't be able to sweat well. It'll clog up your pores, so that's a downside. But if you got gnats and things that are just messing with you hardcore, then you put that on. But if you sweat, it'll go away. So you have to do it again. Another welding cap, Clevis 5/8, 4.5 ton. Some D-rings, brush to brush yourself off sometimes. Another 15-foot Dacron lashing, marking tape. Another 3/4 inch drive socket wrench. What's this stuff? Sometimes I've got various things. These are just tire valve extensions, a tire repair kit, rubber cement, stuff like that. That's good for small tires, you know. Haven't had any blowouts or things in these tires. These tires are Toyo Open Country 35-inch tires. Let's see, what else can we go over here? Yeah, we can go over the tools on the trailer. So, I don't have the air compressor up there right now, but I run this gooseneck 20-foot flat deck dual tandem axle trailer. I'm slowly upgrading all the tires to these babies right here, the K9 all steels. Those are F-rated tires. These providers, these right here, are E-rated tires, and they're just pieces of crap. You see, I've got 2 of them right there, so I'm keeping them hooked up. But we got a 20-foot flat deck with a 5-foot dovetail, and it's a pop-up dovetail, so you can lift these up right here. And so see what I mean, like it'll stay up, but the thing is you can only put like, I don't know, I wouldn't put a huge amount of weight on there. It can probably handle like 1,000 pounds or so, but you can do that with all 3. So it's a cool little thing there. This thing's meant to haul equipment. It's got some steep ramps, but at first it was scary. Now it's just easy. I can go up frontwards, backwards, with attachment, without attachment, whatever, you know. Let's see, deck on the neck. Let's head on up. You're thinking, wow, what do you got? This thing just floating here? Is this just sitting here? And no, it's not. I got it bolted in, so it bolts in through the deck and secures at the bottom with a locking lock nut, or multiple. So this sucker is on here. Before I had it strapped up with some lines that I gotta cut those off. Finish cutting that off. But so that's secured there, and then I'm going to be putting air compressor here. But I'm going to be, I have to do some welds and do some adjustments because I have to take the tires off. And once it fits there, it'll be awesome because then I used to have the air compressor right here centered and the generator up there centered. So it makes it really difficult accessing the toolboxes. But hey, it might be off a little bit. Oh, and the most important thing is, where's the exhaust pointing? Are you gonna heat up and start a fire? And so there's the exhaust right there. So yeah, that's the thing. If I do put the, I'll have to test it. I'll have to see how far I can get it this way. I'll have to do a test. I'll have to like run it for an hour and just have to feel how hot it gets, you know. But I want to do it probably when there's no wind. Like that. Go ahead and pause real quick. Battery's about to die. This is going to take a while, so yeah. Okay, we're back. Let's see. So let's open this up. So I like to keep the greases and fluids in here. So I've got the high temperature greases right here for greasing up the machines, the heads, just greasing up everything. That's the grease right there. Hydraulic fluid for the skid steer of the excavator, and takes the same thing, so that's good. Got the 7-inch grinder. Take some of this stuff out of here. It's getting a little messy. Here. So, 7-inch grinder. This thing has gone through a lot of hours, but so has the rigid, my previous rigid one, but that thing broke. But see, there's a lot of different models of the 7-inch grinder with DeWalt. You gotta, don't go on like your box store websites. Look up on the manufacturer website which one's their strongest one, you know, and go with that one. Don't go with the cheap, you know, lower power one. Like I said, there's different 7-inch grinders. Each manufacturer. Okay, so extension cords, as you can see. And then we got the big heavy tools. Right, give me a second, let me put this down. Okay, so I'm not lifting these out, but we've got a 16-pound full-size sledge. We've got an axe that I've had forever, back when since I was a kid, and as you can see, it's all just, I think someone really messed it up. That was a party night or something like that. But a good axe, a long range magnet. There's that sometime. Big old monkey wrench or plumber wrench. You're really desperate to use that. And then I've got two of these 24-inch adjustable wrenches. Crowbar, big crowbar, and so a punch bar, pipe for like a cheater bar or something like that. If you got a wrench, you gotta use by hand. Milwaukee grease gun. Let's see what the battery's doing there. Boom, full battery. Backup grease gun, run the same grease. Just one's manual, one's electric. I had to change out these. This is really nice right here. That's a nice one right there. Upgraded from stock, you know, this tip right here. This is a different one. See, I'm always trying different ones out. This is another one right here. It's a really cool one. They're both working really well. Shop towels, shop rags. Different types of WD-40 and white silicone, and I've got bar. Oh, that's not bar and chain oil. oil for your 2 strokes. More grease, different types of grease. It's Lucas, the extra heavy duty, which is like impossible to find now, or they've like skyrocketed the price. So I've shifted greases. I'm not playing that game. Let's see, oil for the skid steer. I don't know why I have that in there, but you know, big funnel, bar and chain oil. Gotta get more bar and chain oil up here, and then coolant for the machines. Got some spare, just a few spare teeth in here. This is probably where I should keep the teeth, is up here, this box. So damn heavy. And then a 3-way extension here for electric. So I got that. There's a lot of tools that I don't have packed up right now, or got them scattered doing other stuff. So a leaf blower. Leaf blower is your most important tool, one of them. So is the grinder. Like say, if you don't have your leaf blower, then you can't really it's too difficult to complete the job. You're going to be risking a lot of things with the machine as far as efficiency, its cooling capabilities. If you don't have a grinder, you can't sharpen your teeth, and they're just going to destroy your teeth if you try to keep going. So if you have certain tools go down on you, that's it. You have to stop for the day and fix those tools, and then you can finish back up. A lot of oil here on the base, but got some chains, lots of chains. Grinding wheels for a 4-inch grinder. That's my backup grinder, but it's not in here right now. Flapper wheels, metal cutoff wheels, chains. I've got this little baby chainsaw right here, that's steel. Got this, it's pretty cool. I found this, well, yeah, I'm not gonna talk about it. This Husqvarna right here, that's 455. And I got this mama right here, that's the big one, that's the 395 XP. I keep the 395 XP, I keep the bar down there. It's a, what is it, a 32-inch bar? Yeah, it's a 32-inch bar. So it's a big old honker. We've got the hydraulic jack here. I think it's like an 8-ton hydraulic jack. Yep, 8-ton hydraulic jack. Very important thing to have. If you gotta like jack up the machine, say you slip a track. I've had to use that damn thing in the woods with some like wood underneath to jack up the skid steer and change out a track. Or not change out a track, sorry. Reattach a track that slipped. But I don't slip tracks anymore because you can prevent that in so many different ways. Maintaining the proper tension on your tracks per your manual is one, and other is how you traverse the terrain, especially if it's sloped, and especially if it's sloped and you've got stumps that you're running over, really hard points, or rocks, boulders, and you will slip your tracks so fast. Not operating too fast, you know, but it's just like you gotta become one with the machine. That's what it's all about. Spare tire, and this is one of those E-rated pieces of crap. Load binders and chains. Well, not just load binders in here. Chains would fall through. I gotta take some. I don't know, I could put something in there, maybe another piece of expanded metal and weld it in there, but that would kind of be weird. I might just put like a piece of wood in there, really. Just fit a piece of wood in there, 2 pieces, slide right next to each other, and then I can put all my stuff in there. Let's see, the chains are hanging off right now, but let's see, the leaf blower. I got all that stuff put away right now, but it's all getting ready. Let me show you this. So here's the air compressor here, and this is, let me just give you an idea here. I've had this since when did I get this? I swear it was like 2015. Which you're like, okay, I've got older air compressors than that. That's nothing special. Well, this Husky air compressor has been sitting on top of that trailer that I just showed you with all the tools, the toolboxes. It's been sitting up there non-stop for years. I'm talking like 3 years. Yeah. It's been up there for a while, guys. Almost 3 years. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. I mean, it's baked it pretty good. The sun's gotten to it and all, but yeah. But that's a quick rundown of my tools and the stuff that I use on the job site. Typical job site, you're gonna be talking about, there's no big issues, and you're just using the grinding wheel, you're using the generator. So make sure you keep your generator oil changed, make sure you're servicing all your tools, keep your batteries charged up, keep enough grinding wheels on you. I'm going to do a video pretty soon, in no rush, but I'm going to do a video on sharpening your teeth with the grinding wheel. So technique, everything. I'm going to break it down for you, because you think you know, you think you watched a video, or maybe you think you know, and there are people that know what they're doing, but I want to make sure I can explain my techniques with you and the reasoning behind them, and go from there. But yeah, guys, that was cool. Give me any other ideas that you want to see, and we'll go from there. All right, later.